episode 4. We're going to be talking about pods.
It's a pod-cumentary.
Pods come in every single color imaginable. Of course, I picked pink for all mine. They come in like blue, yellow, green, you name it, they've got it.
And there are different kinds of pods. A couple specific ones that I've used in the past, and I know Lisa has. We have the snap lids, which are our preference. They're like Tupperware lids, and you can hear them pop open and snap shut, and so it's pretty easy. They won't spill. Obviously, I didn't close that one too well. But there are others with a push button where it gets really dangerous when you're out in the field and you're running around with them on your back, and the button gets pushed, and boo! All the balls fall out.
Gone.
So it's definitely happened to me, and so that's why I prefer these. I know there's a couple others. If you have preferences on some, definitely let us know, and we can do some research and let you know about them.
How many balls do these hold, Taylor?
So they hold, Lisa, that's a great question. They hold about 100 to 140 depending on the ball size and, you know, the size of the pod, because, you know, the volume may be different in each one, and you always want to fill it to the top. You always want to make sure that you have it tight and compact so the balls aren't jiggling around inside.
One really important thing about your pods is to properly identify which one are yours, because once you fill up your hopper, you just throw these little suckers. So there's a bunch of pods laying around all over the place. I just take stickers that I get for free off of my pants, off of my gun. I think actually this is elbow pads. Random stickers. Just stick them on there. Make it yours.
And then one thing that Lisa didn't mention is when you do empty it and you toss it, you want to make sure to close it so no dirt gets inside, because episode 3 we talked about don't get those balls dirty. So you want to keep your pod nice and clean on the inside. So make sure to snap it closed before you chuck it out.
Next, we'll show you pod packs. These are what you carry around with you on the field for your spare paint. Taylor, you want to talk about what you've got?
Okay, so this is a 5x4, so it has 5 regular compartments for pods, but then it has some extra ones in between in case you're like super expert and you want to fit 9 pods and carry them on the field. So this is a pretty intense pod pack right here.
Mine, I'm a wuss, so I carry 3. I have 4 extra little doodads, but they're so tight I can't get my pods in. So, whatever. I got a really good deal on this. It was like the deal of the day. It went from 45 bucks to 20. Boom! I jumped on that and I made my purchase.
And it's pink to match all her other stuff. So, accessorize, ladies!
Taylor, you need to get your blue one already.
I know. Tell me about it. Pod packs. How do you put them on?
There are 4 Velcro straps on them. I was so confused the first time. I got laughed at. And Taylor likes to wear hers upside down on accident.
I do it almost every time I go.
So, this lays right on the small of your back. And then you've got 1 strap, 2 strap. Then there's this extra strap that super holds it, and another one. Man, that thing is not going to go anywhere.
And then you see Lisa has it back here, and so she has her pods in, and you fill them up, and they pop right in. And then when she's playing, needs to refill her ball,
you just grab this, pop, pop. And they do have other pod packs where they go sideways, on your little vest sideways, a cute little 2-fur belt thing, but this is much better. Look it's so sturdy, it's not going anywhere.
Next, we're going to talk about pod rotation. It's a pretty simple and important thing that you need to remember when you're on the field and you're grabbing your pods out. So I'll be the model, hey, and Lisa will kind of point out what you need to do.
All right, so when you've got your pods I mean, you're supposed to fill them, but they do have some room to jiggle around. So when you're just running on the field, your balls are going to be bouncing around in your pod. So what you want to do is, I'm a lefty, I grab them from the right. So boom, this one's out, and now I've got these left. I want to move all of these over one, and then insert the newest one on the farthest end. I hope that made sense.
You don't want to do this during play. It's just, say I go through and I use 2, and then I don't use these. Next game, when I'm sitting, waiting to play, I'll rotate them over so that these get used.
All right, next we want to talk about how to properly fill the pods. Now, I just snuck this little funnel, and I'm going to get in trouble because they think I broke it, but this is really cool. It holds about 2,000 balls in this funnel, and you attach it to the edge of a table or the back of your truck, I guess, and then you just, it's on this side. They took it off. There it is. There's a hole on the bottom, and then you put your pod here, and then da-da-da-da-da, it fills, close it, boom, quick.
Another thing you can do is just like straight out of the bag. We showed you like the big old plastic bag in last episode. So this one's ripped to shreds, so you might want to use a funnel or a carton or something easy to pour it in because you don't want balls falling. But when you get a fresh bag, just kind of cut a corner or rip a corner off, and then you can easily just pour them into the bag because you don't want them dropping at all.
They also have these things called ball caddies. Taylor describes them as a milk jug.
I think so. They remind me of like a big old carton, like a jug of water or milk or something.
Insert photo here. Bing! And I want to buy one, but I'm waiting to get paid because we're too broke, girl. The important thing when filling your pods is to make sure you fill them full, but not so full that when you close the lid, they're going to crush and break because...
Show the camera, Lisa.
Like this. That's too much right here. Too much. But you just want to shake it up lightly where it's a little level. Want to take a couple out. Nope, that's still too much because I'm forcing it. What does Renton say?
Don't force anything.
Anything. Whoop, there goes more. So you just want to fill it. See, it very minimal jiggling. I could probably fit another ball in there. It's about trial and error. But why is it important, Taylor, again, to not have jiggly balls?
Well, Lisa, it's another good question. Because as the balls move, they get weaker. And then that's going to be bad because if one breaks eventually, then you have affected all the balls in this pod. And that's about 100 to 140, like I said earlier, balls that you can no longer use. So you want to make sure it's nice and tight, like you're shipping a package and you've stuffed it with a bunch of bubble wrap. So nothing moves around, nothing jostles. I mean, there can be a little bit of movement because you're not going to get it perfectly snug. But that's what you want. You want a nice, stiff pod.
Anything else you want to add this episode?
No, just I hope you're all getting out there and having fun and learning from us. And if you have any questions or any requests on videos, you can email us at
BunkerBabesSD.
It's bunkerbabesSD@gmail.com. The email's at the bottom of the screen right now because obviously I don't know what's
her own email.
Yeah.
Well.
So thanks, guys. And
good night.
We'll see ya.